Me and my friend Rhys went on an amazing trip to Berlin at the beginning of this year. This was my third time visiting Berlin, but it was Rhys's first. I had a mission. We had 2 days, and to experience everything that Berlin had to offer in 48 hours was just impossible. So I had to choose, and I had to be ruthless. This was not an easy task, especially when Berlin is one of the most beautiful and cultural cities in Europe, where approximately 13 million tourists visit the city each year. Once we landed, we headed straight for the train to Treptower Park. A memorial lies at Treptower and was built after the Second World War to commemorate the 80,000 Soviet soldiers who fell at the Battle of Berlin. From Treptower Park, we went to our hotel to dump our bags. We then continued our journey into Berlin and we stopped to see the incredible Brandenburg Gate. The gate was a symbol of Berlin and German division during the Cold War. It is now a national symbol of peace and unity. We then took a quick beeline to the front of the Bundestag to capture a time lapse. So we then took a short walk over to see the memorial for the murdered Jews and the Soviet memorial. From there, we got hungry and decided to find somewhere to feast. With bellies filled with grub and beer, we headed back to the hotel to rest up for the next day. The next morning, we headed out nice and early. Batteries charged, SD cards formatted and ready for a packed day. First stop, Museum of German Technology. 5 floors of science, invention and technology. The museum has 2 windmills, a brewery and a forge powered by a water wheel. Go on, mate, you're doing it.
Always the one.
How knackered are you? Next up, behold, the Berlin Cathedral. A 269-year-old masterpiece of architectural design. We also went to the very top of the cathedral around the central dome. We were greeted with breathtaking views of the city. Once we finished filling up a whole 32GB SD card with views of Berlin, we headed back down the hundreds of steps it took to get up there, which was much less painful. We then took a train to see the Berlin Wall. The wall was a guarded concrete barrier that was built to separate East and West Berlin. At the time, East Germany was backed by the Soviets, while the US backed West Germany. Which leads to the infamous Checkpoint Charlie, a crossing point between East and West Germany. Today there are photographs of 2 soldiers, 1 US and 1 Soviet, to show the 2 sectors. Then lastly, we wanted to travel down to the Victory Column and climb to the top. I never got a chance to visit the column on the previous trips, so I didn't want to miss out this time. The column was built to commemorate the Prussian victory in the Danish-Prussian War. It was originally located in front of the Reichstag building, but was later moved by the Nazis to where it stands today. So that was it. 48 hours later, we had explored and discovered a lot of the greatest sights that Berlin has to offer. Seeing Berlin for the third time was still just as captivating as seeing it for the first. See you in the next one. Rhys also used an outside toilet which cleans itself. That's just absolutely insane.